Okay, now that I've finally reached halfway of my 1 year goal, let's see how this list is going. I'm sure in 6 months I made at least close to halfway. Oh, that's not good. Turns out over 1,700 hours of gaming in 1 year is not as doable as I thought. I've genuinely barely made a fucking dent in this list. I'd have an easier time facing my alcoholism than finishing this list. Now you might be thinking, why have you only finished X amount of games? Are you dumb or something? First of all, fuck you, get a life. Second of all, it turns out that a hobby tends to become the least important thing to you when you have actual responsibilities. And secondly, Souls games. Within the last 6 months alone, I have replayed every Souls game, except for you. I'll get to you soon. Yes, I know I just told you to get a life, but this is different. Now, while I would like to say that I have many excuses for why I haven't played as many games as I should have, the truth is, I get very easily sidetracked. I just get into random things and then just stop doing that activity. For example, here are all the games that I've started playing and haven't gone back to. Yeah, it's a fucking lot. But this brings me to the truth, and the real reason I'm making the update no one asked for. I admit defeat. There is no way I will ever finish this list or even half the list. So the list will now be edited to make it more doable. I'll be removing every sequel that I have on the list and games that I actually don't even own, and games I'll probably just not end up playing. So here's the new revised list. I've reduced the amount of games in this list from the high hundreds to 69. It was not on purpose, I swear. I've now decided to post like some quick reviews for games I finish within each month, instead of just writing a review, so I can actually get through like my true feelings of the game right at that moment, or close to that moment. So starting now, here is a speedy review of each game I've finished on the list. The first game I finished on the list was Sonic Frontiers. The game had some really fun Sonic levels, but the open world was super empty, super lacking, just a bunch of random rails. Soundtrack slapped like I expected it to, it's the main reason I bought the game, and the boss battles were awesome. That's pretty much all I have for this game. Sonic Go Fast, I had fun. Next up was Unpacking. A really simple, fun, relaxing game. I had a great time, really short one. I unpacked. Yeah, that was it. Another Sonic game, Sonic Forces. I had a fun time, very short, surprisingly. The story was shit, like all Sonic games, but the gameplay was really fun. I've heard a lot of negative things about it before playing it, but I didn't notice anything that bad. The next game I played for the first time was Bioshock. I know. It was great. First time, never saw the twist before. Very surprised. I can't fit a swift review for this one, so that's all I'll say. Super Mario Wonder was the next game I played. Very fun Mario game, a lot of fun levels, cool mechanics, but it was just another 2D Mario platformer. How am I even meant to do a swift review for this? Metal Gear Solid 1. This game was awesome, immaculate, one of my favorite games of all time now, definitely, maybe even in the top 5 best games I've ever played. It is fucking insane. You should play it if you haven't played it. It took me way too long to play it. Play this fucking game. Metal Gear Solid 2. Just as fucking good as the first one. The only problem was the level design was a bit annoying on the tanker. That's it. The story, insane. Same as the first one. Play fucking all of them. Play every Metal Gear Solid. I need to play Snake Eater now. Now this here was a game that I never thought I would actually fully play. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, but 47 hours later says otherwise. This was the most fun I've had on the platformer, and I normally hate platformers. I can't keep everything I liked about this game into one little package, but fuck it, everything about this game was really fun. So I'll just leave it at that.